It's date night. Get your shovel. I never really find a good sound effect of a guy getting hit in the head with a shovel. The Opie and Anthony Show.
You guys were supposed to remind us of this at 3 o'clock.
What an easy press.
I am a meaty disgrace. I forgot. I'm pregnant.
He has been just down on himself.
We saw Jim Norton in the back office. You got a belly now. You quit smoking 7 months ago. I wouldn't call you fat by any means.
Dude,
he was slouched in his chair. You just got a belly, though. A little. You don't drink, but it looks kind of like a beer belly.
This is honest to God true. I couldn't sleep at all. I laid in bed for almost 3 hours and got up disgusted and thought of throwing myself out the window. I was so annoyed that I couldn't sleep, and I was honest to God in the mirror without a shirt singing, "You fat, lazy pig," just looking at my body.
You fat, lazy pig. You're just singing that.
But I wasn't kidding. I was alone, and I was
Were you singing like Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin?
Looking back,
fat, lazy pig.
Looking back, it was silly. But I was singing it and looking at myself in my. I have a nice bathroom mirror. Look at it. Look at me.
Were you nude? Were you nude?
You look like one of our contestants in the WOW contest.
Was I nude?
Yes, the contestant for a prize.
I probably was, but the mirrors only come up to my mid belly. You can't see below the
I'm not talking about
scar.
I'm not talking about what you could see. I'm just talking about the camera shot from the back. What that must have looked like.
Now,
reprehensible.
We saw Jim in the back office. He was so bummed he pulled his shirt up a little bit.
Yeah.
We saw him take his index finger and go 2 knuckles deep into his own belly button.
You don't understand. I should be gutted. I can't stop eating.
Yeah. Is it the eating? You eat a lot?
It's just the laziness.
Yeah.
It's the inept. I'm not good at living life at all, dude. I'm so bad.
The only real activity you get is running from club to club, doing your act every night.
And walking here.
And
the last night before coming back from 4th of July break, paying a woman $225. You know, I just can't go to Dominatrix. It's just not much. Because I'm not into anything they do. I don't want to be whipped and spanked. No.
I hate Dominatrix. I do not like that whole head that they have, that whole we're empowered and we're... Shut up, lay down.
I don't mind it if it's sincere, but it just seems so insincere. And it's
you can tell they're acting.
So why did you pay for one, Jimmy?
I'll tell you. Because I'm stupid. That's that simple.
You're one of these guys. Let me just tell you this now. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
You're now looking for another sexual thrill. You're so. I think you might be getting not bored because it's enjoyable, but you're looking for just something a little different. Am I right here?
No, because I'm not bored with. I like straight sex. You know. I just figured. I don't know why I did it.
Why did you call a dominatrix?
Oh, no, because I got, you know, sometimes you get a little bee in your bonnet.
I don't like when they friggin' come in here and pull that act.
I wouldn't mind it if it was
up.
real, but just, you know, look, all I want is a little face sitting and some yellow discipline.
That's it.
Save the rest of the stupid talk for some 50-year-old fat guy. I'm not interested.
You can't get that from just a call girl or something?
Dude, no.
She won't do it for you?
No, and this was just an awful session. The girl was cool, though, but I'm just not into it.
All right, so you're doing the session.
Kiss my feet.
I hate it. When they come in here and they got the whip, say, yes, mistress.
Yes.
Shut up.
At your face.
Just shut up. That day Opie made one of them cry. I was dying. I was laughing my ass off.
One of my biggest accomplishments, by the way.
Some of them are cool, but the ones I've gone to for sessions, I've only done a couple, have been awful.
This slob comes in with her dominatrix girlfriend, and they're pulling that whole goddamn act where, kiss my feet, I am your mistress, and you, and there's other guys in the studio, and...
Can we get that tape?
I hope so.
Really
It was
drunk.
Ron and Fez, right?
I was really drunk that night.
And then
it was the dominatrix that looked like Joey Ramone.
Right, and that's what got her crying. Opie turns to her and goes, hey, why don't you shut up, Joey Ramone? And who knew? All of a sudden, that big, tough dominatrix put on fell to the floor, and she just starts weeping and left the studio crying. Bye-bye, dominatrix.
I ruined their whole show because they had all this stuff planned and one stupid comment, and all of a sudden they have to make up an hour of radio.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying to a lot. If it's real, if there's a real vibe to it, and somebody's really dominant, that can be really sexy.
I guess if you're into it.
No, but it's got to be real. I hate shtick.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you've been a bad boy, haven't you? Did I ever tell you at the time? I'll get off the story. I went to an escort. She only did hand fun.
Right.
And an awful back rub. And I swear to God, she was probably 55.
How much does that run?
$50. She was brutal, and she was rubbing me down, and she was trying to talk sexy.
Yeah,
and I swear she was telling me about a time she met Ronald Reagan, and this is true. And she gives my backside a little spank, and she goes, "Oh, you've been a bad boy." And it was just like, Jesus.
She did that to Reagan?
Try to.
Yes, spank me more.
She slapped James Brady, and he just fell.
I want a happy ending. It's about time I shoot somebody else.
You know what? I'm with you on this one.
I tried it. I didn't realize how bad she would be.
If it's based on reality, you could go with a little bit. But if you know they're faking,
she was terrible.
It takes you right out of it.
And then anyway,
I'm with you, Jim.
I couldn't even finish. So she was just like it was like grabbing a wet noodle, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta go. Anyway, this one the other night.
Like trying to hold on to a slippery piece of rope.
Yeah, it was almost like my mule kept ducking, going, "Catch me if you can."
The slimy rope you're supposed to tie to the dock. The boat rope. It's all full of algae. Whoop, whoop, I just can't get a grip on her.
So go ahead. Go back to the Dominatrix where my stupid name pops in. My face pops in your head.
Just depressed lately, and you do things to pull yourself out, and sometimes you're paying someone to give you yellow discipline.
And this costs how much?
$225.
So for $220, now how do you get this girl? No details. I mean, just how do you?
Of course, we chatted on the net. We talk on the phone.
The internet.
Yeah. So.
Is there a site where you can go to just get
a bunch of them. Yeah.
Like hookers?
Well, yeah, they're not hookers. She's not a hooker. She was.
Dude. Stop it.
No, I will.
Stop it.
You paid her. She's a hooker.
You paid her to do things to you sexually.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a hooker.
Yeah, but not a good one.
It might be a part-time job, Aunt.
That's it.
Will you admit she's a part-time hooker?
Oh, dude, I have no problem admitting hookers. I just thought I was doing great with you. It's just.
I thought I was doing great with you. You're a hooker.
With panties on.
Yeah. Oh, is that it?
And then the yellow discipline comes. I'm just like, let's just get this over with so I can finish and get out of here.
Really?
Yeah, there's not even a shower facility. I'm just going to have to towel.
Oh, no. You told her right from the get-go here that you want yellow discipline.
Yeah, let's please not say get-go. I just can't have this story with get-go in there.
Right from the giddy-up.
Yeah. And she had a lot of spunk and pizzazz. She was a real go-getter, this gal.
So after she gets there and she knows what...
We met and went to a location.
A location?
Yeah, it's a dungeon. Which I'm not.
Wait. You went to a dungeon?
Yeah, but I didn't.
This is where they take...
this story's getting better.
I'll tell you, there's different rooms. I didn't go into any of the rooms. There's a medical room where they do, like, I guess, whatever medical stuff.
There's probably, like, the, what, they got enema...
I don't know. I ran through...
That's the medical one.
I had to use the laboratory facility. So I ran through. It happened to be through the medical room, as it should be in any good dungeon. But I didn't even
Did they have the biker garage room?
I didn't look around, dude. I didn't want to know. I'm telling you, 90% of what they do there, I mean, good for them. It's just so far. I wish I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's just so far out there.
Mummified? Stop. Just, come on. I mean, I'm like vanilla in that place.
Right.
That's all he wants is a little salty loveliness.
So what dungeon were you in? What was the decor?
No, it was a very plain room. Had a bunch of. It was awful.
Come on.
It had I'll tell you.
Did it have a rack?
No, it didn't have any of that because I didn't want any of that. She knew it. It had a closet full of women's clothes and a bunch of shoes in case you were into feminization.
Oh, they take you into that room.
Transformations.
And she would then dress you, gussy a guy up like
called transformation?
Like a woman.
Yeah, which does nothing for me. The idea of someone...
Transformers, homos in disguise. There you go.
So we're doing the session. I'm kissing it's just awful. There was no real sexual contact, believe it or not.
What does she look like?
She has brown hair and just a head.
How old?
26, 25.
All right.
All right. This
all right.
Meaningless.
Okay, it's meaningless.
No,
I know.
She was meaningless. Not
okay.
But I'm laying back, and when it's time, they have to keep the room clean. This is just when you reevaluate your life and say, are you going to lay down a pad to give the discipline? And so, dude, if she lays down this thing, it looks like a Huggies I'm a 33-year-old man.
Was it like a disposable diaper type pad?
There was a blanket.
Oh,
Looked like a diaper.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm a 33-year-old man with a belly laying back on a diaper waiting for a stranger to somehow fill this vacuum. I don't know where this void came from.
Fill this void.
225 of my hard-earned dollars in her slut-C purse.
Oh, my goodness. This is
Why did my
horrible.
face pop into this situation?
Yeah, how does now... You're in the dungeon. You're laying down.
I've been whacking. All right. I've been trying to get myself
All right, be careful.
Yeah, I will.
You're
prepared.
close. You're getting yourself well prepared.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's just say I was packing nowhere near full.
Right.
Just because the whole shtick was bugging me. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
an episode of Different Strokes would have done the same thing for me. So I lay back, and finally the yellow discipline starts.
Right.
And of course, you know, I forgot she was spitting on me too.
No, stop
Yeah, I
it.
tried that on not my face though. That's the old thing.
She was spitting on... Okay, so she's... without getting into any details, she's positioned where she's facing your feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, she was spitting on my chest and my mule.
So she's spitting on your mule and whatnot, and administering the discipline.
Well, then she started administering discipline, and I'm like, in the face. So
You told her in the face.
Yeah, and dude.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Although I will say I didn't swallow anything.
All right.
I don't do that.
Well, good.
But I got some in the mouth, and my eyes, as soon as, it hits
Glad to know you know where your edge is.
Yeah, you gotta...
Your line.
And I close my eyes.
You close your eyes.
And God almighty, keg lady. I mean, it was endless.
Really?
I waited for a guy in a barrel to shoot out.
Like a mare.
Stop. And as I'm finishing, and I mean, I'm really finishing.
Oh, so this got you so much that you're ready to be done.
Oh, dude, I should have been standing outside of college in 1962, stopping certain admissions. Give everybody a second for that one.
I got it right away.
Oh, you did, yes. As I'm finishing in the middle of it, I swear to God, his dumb face pops into my head, and he says, "You got serious problems."
So you see Opie saying, "You got serious problems."
You got serious problems. Because I was
all disgusted at you and everything.
I don't know. I didn't stop and ask for the inflection. I was too busy ruining $225, thinking of his blonde locks scolding me. Surprised you weren't there doing Tyson, and Ben could have been there drunk. Maybe Sink could have been there, tussling his hair. Had the whole crew watching.
I know where that comes from because I abuse you.
No, it was because it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't an abusive thing. It was right.
Well, I'm a friend of yours. We talk and. But there are times I'm just not a good friend. I'll just point at his fatness.
Yeah, he really.
And just start laughing.
We'll be with his girlfriend, and he'll say like, "Dude, show her your stomach."
Oh, God, why do you do that?
His girlfriend, but it's like, that's a woman. She's still, I don't want a woman seeing it.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a woman that, it's my friend.
But it makes me happy.
No, I know. A lot of things make me happy that I can't have.
Tuttle from New York saying
Apparently incorporation.
Norton's description of his life makes me want to slip my wrist.
Dude, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. Whatever. I'm not saying everybody should feel sorry. I'm just, it's all self-perception. That's what all life is the way you see things.
Oh, God, and Matt is saying what you laid on was called a puppy pad. They give them away at the pet shops when you get a new puppy to housebreak.
And you put him in the vestibule.
Well, I'm glad I didn't know that, because I'm sure that the guy with the bad mustache would have popped in my head and sang that Petland Discount theme song.
Yeah,
here.
and you get, when they used to say, with every puppy you adopt, get free wee-wee pads. They were called wee-wee pads.
You were laying on a wee-wee pad.
How about with every meaty comic with an appendectomy scar, get a free wee-wee pad? Oh. Disgrace. You got serious problems.
I'm sorry.
No, man.
What is this? Jim, stop crying. The best 2 nights of my life was servicing you in New York City. And when you say go, I'll do it again. I have more pics for you. I'll send now. I won't say the name or anything, but it's you know this?
You know that person? You're smiling.
Yeah?
He's looking.
Oh, yeah. He goes,
Look, you're smiling again. Yeah. There's the Jim we know. All happy again. Look at you.